So, ladies and gentlemen, this book that I have in my hand, the Thai Blinzo has written, it's called The Mountaintop.
I wrote this book for the millions of Thais across the country, across the United States, and the tens of millions of Thais across the globe. And we are not a victim of our circumstance. We are not a victim of hate crimes, bigotry, sexism, etc. Right? We are not victims, right? That we are overcomers, regardless of whatever the challenges that are presented. Right? For me, it was death threats. Right? For me, it was political injustice. For me, it was being raised by a single mother. Right? For me, it was growing up in a failing public school district. For me, it was having a gun placed at the top of my head at 15 years old. I was a freshman in high school, and I was in the wrong place, wrong time, and a gangster had put a gun to my head. And through the grace of God, I was able to get out of that situation. I said, so for me, I said, I need to work to give people hope, to give them hope, to give them real substance of what you need to do to overcome whatever the challenges that are presented to you. And so the Mountaintop walks through my journey being elected student body president at the University of California, Davis, my journey in serving people of all racial and religious backgrounds, my journey in working on business negotiations and going out there to provide economic opportunity and provide religious tolerance for people of all backgrounds. Let's just think about this. One of the key issues that we need right now is quality public education. Another key item that we need is make sure that people can dream again. And I just don't know if people are dreaming again, right? People are nervous. They're nervous about xenophobia. They're nervous about and fearful about religious intolerance. You have people who are nervous about, will my children or grandchildren have a better quality life than I do, right? To have a quality education, to be able to be a successful entrepreneur, to be able to have a decent community. And so diversity is key, because if we're not diverse, then that means it's a very imbalanced playing field. And if there's inequality and discrimination, that means it's transgenerational, right? So I want to make sure that my great-grandchildren, that not just their household, but that their community, that their nation, that the globe, the planet that they live on, it's more fair, it's more equitable, it's justice, and that we say, look, it's not about black or white, Indian or Latino, it's that all of us are on this planet together. We have one life to live, and we need to be able to support each other and help each other as much as possible. And without diversity, it's a bad reality.
So our forefathers who fled oppression from other countries, nothing has changed. Right now we have people trying to run out of many countries in the Middle East and others. Nothing seems to have changed. But I don't think it's a crisis of refugees that we're talking about. I think it's a crisis of compassion that we're talking about. What are your thoughts about these refugees?
These refugees, I'll just be candid here. They need support. They need support. They need allies. They need people that are speaking in the pews of churches, who are speaking in boardrooms of corporations, who are speaking in the halls of community-based organizations. They need allies. They're going to find ways to roll our sleeves up and say, we need to make sure that there's opportunity, that there's protection, and that there's support to ensure that people aren't anxious of deportation, anxious of losing their jobs, anxious of having access to quality education and quality employment. I'm reminded of the quote of Mahatma Gandhi. He had said that you must be the change you wish to see in the world. And you must be the change you wish to see in the world. And we have to make some significant and substantive changes, because if things continue in some of the trends that we're seeing in some pockets of this nation and even abroad internationally, it's not going to be the change that Mahatma Gandhi and Dr. King envisioned. And I believe the onus is on us. And I thank leaders such as yourself giving voice to these issues. And hopefully I can add some value. And so these citizens and these residents across the globe, we need to be able to come together. You see that Dr. Reagan talks about passing the baton, the next generation of leaders that are fighting for social justice and humanitarianism and equal opportunity across the world, not just across the United States, but across the world. Mahatma Gandhi had said, an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. And so we need to find a way in which we can come together in peace and in nonviolence and work on yes, we need justice for these gentlemen that were killed. We need legal justice. We need the perpetrators of these crimes to be prosecuted in the full weight of law enforcement upon them. And we need to also find ways in which we can avoid these and prevent these future atrocities from happening, because we're better than this as a world.